Test for glucose, that is sugar. Take urine sample in test tube. To this add Benedict reagent. Benedict reagent contains copper sulfate and that is why it is blue in color. So I repeat again, I have taken urine in test tube plus I have added Benedict reagent and now we have to heat it. If the color changes, means glucose is present. Actually, glucose is a reducing sugar and Benedict reagent contains copper sulfate. So if glucose is present being a reducing sugar, it reduces copper sulfate to cuprous oxide and the color changes. So change in color means glucose is present in the given sample of urine. If the color changes from blue to green, the proportion of glucose in urine sample is less than 1%. If the color changes from blue to green and finally yellowish orange, the proportion of glucose is in between 1 and 2%. But if the color changes from blue to green, green to yellowish orange and finally brick red, the proportion of glucose is more than 2%. So based on color, final color, we can find out the proportion. If the glucose is present in the urine sample, the person is suffering from diabetes mellitus. It is due to lack of secretion of insulin or under secretion of insulin by the pancreas, and the person suffers from diabetes mellitus. Here the final color I got orange means the proportion of glucose in the urine sample is in between 1 and 2%. So repeat again, test for glucose, I have taken urine sample. To this I have added Benedict reagent and I have done the heating. Change in color means glucose is present. Glucose is a reducing sugar. It reduces copper sulfate to cuprous oxide. So here I got positive test.